Caribbean Offshore Powerboat Championships. The British Virgin Islands, the Virgin Gorda Poker Run. And here are your hosts, Roger Piggott and Jay Harrison.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. The British Virgin Islands Poker Run, Leverick Bay's annual event. And I'll tell you, Jason, what an exciting show today. Part of the Caribbean Offshore Championship Series, we're here in Leverick Bay in the British Virgin Islands at a stellar resort. I'll tell you, I don't mind hanging out here. We'll get into the rules, regulations, and exactly what you can expect later on. But right now, let's go down to the bodacious one, Miss Nathalie Hollins in registration, see what's going on.
Hi, Roger. Thank you. We're back here at race registration for the B.VI Poker Run at Leverick Bay. These boats have to hit 5 islands and choose a card over 50 miles here in the B.VI. A logistical nightmare. These ladies have been busy all morning. How many boats are you expecting, Melissa?
Maybe about 70.
70 boats. Are any of those sailboats?
No, that's speedboats and...
That's right. ICEMAN is about power. Back to you, Roger, at race headquarters.
Okay, let's have a look at today's agenda. We're going to start off at the Leverick Bay Resort and Marina. And then they go to Cyber Cafe in Trellis Bay, over to Pushers at Soper's Hole. Then our third checkpoint is Pirates, over to Ocean 7 Peter Island, then to Fisher's Cove in Spanish Town, and we finish back at Leverick Bay. Well, I'll tell you, 5-star amenities at the Leverick Bay Resort and Marina. They're really taking good care of us. But Nathalie Hollins has one of the heavyweights, Big Pimpin'. Let's see what's going on.
Thank you, Roger. I'm standing here with Sammy, the driver of Big Pimpin', and he's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on back here.
Yeah, we got two 1200 Stolins. She's doing about 150, 160.
The boat says, get back, get back. You don't know me like that, but we're going to get to know Big Pimpin'. Keep watching.
Thanks, Nathalie. Well, that sounds like close to 3,000 horsepower at the back door there. You can see all the captains getting into the boats, and I love these type of events. The fastest boat doesn't necessarily win, but let's see what one of our competitors have to say.
Well, hello, I'm Richard Branson, and here we are in the most beautiful part of the world, the British Virgin Islands. I'm very lucky. I have a tiny little island here called NATHALIE Island, and once a year we have this wonderful race, all in good spirits. With these big monster of boats that roar on ahead, and then we come up in the rear in slightly more reliable boats. But anyway, the main point of the race is you pick a card every time you come to a stop. My first poker card was not exactly the best, but you never know. It's a good start.
Well, thank you for the words of wisdom, Sir Richard Branson. You can see thumbs up, some of the boats ready to rock, and we're all getting ready. We're going to go on board Sir Richard Branson's boat, and he'll get the race underway. A lot of celebrities in today. Never enough. Never enough what? It looks like we're all climbing aboard our vessels, getting ready for the start of the annual poker run here in the British Virgin Islands.
This is just a tropical paradise, Iceman. The skippers love these types of water conditions, and I think we're going to have a real exciting race today.
Well, with 78 boats in the milling area, you can see that we're just getting underway right now. The horn is gone, and there is Sir Richard Branson just gently bringing the pack of boats out of the marina. And here's some of the top guns, the MTI catamarans and the cigarette boats, the $1 million fishing boats, right down to the little schooners. They're all here, 78 of them from many different countries. Earlier on, I was talking to some of the skippers out of Puerto Rico and the British Virgin Islands and Trinidad and Dominican Republic. Truly an international event. You can see us just coming out of Leverick Bay right now, a big cluster of boats, and there are front runners. Normally on an event like this, all the guys that are in the horsepower, they're hard on the stick, and that's exactly what we're looking at right now at a Chopper 1. My money is on Big Pimpin'. Anyone that has those Sterling engines at the back door putting out nearly 3,000 horsepower. Look at this pleasure craft there. It's overloaded with people. I hope they don't got a cooler on board full of the cold ones. What do you think, Jason?
Well, that's the great thing about a poker run, Roger, is that because it doesn't matter whether the fastest boat wins the race, you can just load on the whole family and take them out for a run.
Well, that's exactly what's happening. I saw one of these monstrous fishing boats. Hey, there's the boat I'm on, Medallia Beer. You know, I know the right boats to jump on. And here's a great shot of Jim Hayes and his cigarette boat. And I believe Natalie Hollins, our hostess with the mostess, is with the event organizer. Let's throw it down there, see what's going on.
Roger, I'm standing here with the very tall Nick Willis of Leverick Bay, and he's the guy that came up with the idea for the B.VI poker run here on Virgin Gorda. Nick, has it been smooth sailing?
It started off back in 2002. Last year was 52 boats, so yes, it's getting very, very popular, and hopefully we're going to get more than that today.
Well, Nick tells me there's 60 boats here, so stay tuned and let's find out who's the luckiest and who's the hottest.
Okay, thanks, Natalie. We're just rolling into our first checkpoint. They're all going to Trellis Bay. They're going to park their boats, jump out, grab a card, and get underway. A lot of excitement today. I'll be having a cold one, but look at some of these screamers. These are our front runners just charging towards Trellis Bay. You can see our eyes in the sky. A great shot there showing some of the highlights at our first checkpoint. Never enough. Look at that. That's the red boat there at the top of the screen. But look at Jim Hayes just giving her, threading the needle as everyone is having a great time.
A strong contender here, not only on the air, but on the water. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Caribbean Offshore Powerboat Championship Series, and specifically the B.VI Poker Run. That's it. We're in Leverick Bay Resort, and we're coming into checkpoint 2 out of 5 checkpoints. This is one of the most prestigious poker runs in the Caribbean, and there's Big Pimpin', clocked on radar at 153 miles an hour as he's just screaming up the middle. Now, if you're just joining us, the poker run, we're going to visit 5 different islands in the British Virgin Islands. Trellis Bay, Soper's Hole, Norman's Island, Peter Island, and Spanish Town, which is just outside the Sir Francis Drake Channel. At each one of these stops, you're going to be awarded a playing card. When you get back to the Leverick Bay Resort Marina, which is where the event started about 20 miles ago, we'll evaluate your 5 cards and the best hand wins. But we are getting a lot of emails, Jason, on some of the other stops we're visiting with the Caribbean Offshore Championship Series. Let's have a look at Puerto Rico, a very big event for ICEMAN Productions. The Puerto Rico Invitational drags the spectators in, close to 10,000 packing the beaches. This is Marina Costa El Zul, one of our top running boats. You can see it right there. It looks like an MTI catamaran with 3 outboards on the back, and this is unlimited marine. Now, at the same event, we shortened the course, and we had what's called the inshore boats. When they hit an 18-inch wave, they're history, and this was very, very choppy water for the inshore boats. Normally with our programming, we have our nightly entertainment package, and out of Jamaica, Jawa, international recording artist, and boy, can he ever get the crowd going. Juan Carly, our marketing director in Puerto Rico there, and back to the action in the B.VI Poker Run. And you can see Blackbeard right there doing a great job, giving her the gas. Everyone's relaxing, and they're all heading to checkpoint number 3. And that's normally where a lot of these boats will start. The pack will break up. Some of the boats are going to be in eating and enjoying the festivities. All these checkpoints have activities going on, so you know it's not just full-out racing. You might enjoy it a little more at one checkpoint as compared to another, and you can see all the boats just tied up here, what's called rafting. We're now at Pirates Norman Island in the British Virgin Islands. Cannonball! We're having fun out here. Jason, what's going on?
Well, I guess everyone's getting all riled up. The drinks are flowing. The party's starting to happen already as the boats are coming into Pirates at Norman Island. You see a couple of poker hands starting to take form there.
A 7, a 4, and a king. That's what I like doing. And there's Juan Carly. Wherever the action is, you can always see him. Now, they got the shuttle service, so, you know, there's just so many boats. Not everyone can get dock space. Some beautiful sailing boats out here. But right now, let's go to the U.S. Virgin Islands, have a look at our Caribbean Offshore Championship Series, part of the B.VI Port Authority, St. Thomas Carnival, and Gregory Francis, Lieutenant Governor of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Let's hear what he has to say.
This is Lieutenant Governor Francis, and having that production to the Virgin Islands is great. And you have made a great selection, and you're going to get the support from the government. So I want to say thank you for selecting St. Croix, and we're supporting you 100+%.
Well said, Lieutenant Governor. But NATHALIE Hollins down there with Department of Natural Resources. Let's see what's going on.
Hi, Roger. Back again at St. Croix Marine Safety Day. There's quite a lot of aspects to marine safety, and we take it very seriously within ICEMAN Productions and here within the Department of Planning and Natural Resources on St. Croix. Howard Forbes, officer, is telling us a little bit about some of the safety equipment that is required to make sure everything goes off smoothly. Officer, what is this?
It's a flare. In case of emergency, what you want to do, pop the caps off, scratch the bottom like how you strike a match. It gives off a white smoke, and it burns for about 60 seconds. You only do this when you have an aircraft visible or a vessel visible there where they can see you, so you can get their attention.
Thank you, Officer Forbes. Back to you, Roger, in the studio.
Well, one of the most successful race teams in the U.S. Virgin Islands is Team Virgin. I'll tell you, this team is spectacular. Todd Kleinworth, driver and owner of the team. And let's not forget, on the throttles, Tress Martin. And what a combination of man and machine. We're just going to roll through some of their championship footage, as this is the #1 race team that the Caribbean has ever produced for the world stage.
Team Virgin also won a national championship and a world championship on the same day, 2 separate classes in 2 separate boats.
Well, you pump me with a few of the rums those guys have, and I'll tell you, I might qualify as college boys for that team. Normally, they would race the V-hull boat to get a feel of the water conditions, and then jump out of that boat into this boat here, the MTI Catamaran, and then it's all hell from there. They're just hard on the gas. You can see some of the performance. They were consecutive world champion and national champion. Team Virgin has a following like no other. Here we are doing the hospitality and the fan club, signing posters, giving hats away, partying with the chicks. You got boats like that, you grab chicks like that in a blink. Hey, Smiling Ted! Yeah, baby. We let the fireworks go as our award-winning team, Team Virgin F294 and the MTI Catamaran, comprising of Trace Martin and Todd Kleinworth, Team Virgin, inducted into the Hall of Fame. And here's a good showing of some of the boats that are in the St. Thomas Carnival and what we're calling the St. Croix Invitational. Looks like Anthony Acosta out of Puerto Rico, going several other boats. You can see they're not dialed in for the rough water like Team Virgin, but a great event overall. You can see the big cruise ships in the background, well over 5,000 people on board, and that is part of our crowd on the beach. So a great time for Anthony Acosta. But NATHALIE Hollins down there with our U.S. Coast Guard. Let's see what's going on.
Hi, Roger. To some, it might be a fantasy to have a lovely lady like this flying a chopper like this, rescuing them out of the water. Hopefully we're not going to be rescuing, but maybe you can meet Lieutenant Shannon, Whitaker, and this gorgeous Coast Guard copter. Back to you, Roger.
Well, thanks, NATHALIE. And here's a great demonstration of the U.S. Coast Guard helicopter water rescue. And you can see how they could just extrapolate someone out of the water in the event of a mishap. Thank God we haven't had any of that. But meanwhile, back at the Leverick Bay poker run, you can see that the boats are just coming into another checkpoint here. But the Leverick Bay poker run, let's talk about the event organizers, and that would be Nick and Monica Willis. They put in hundreds of hours setting up all the checkpoints and just dialing in this event. The charitable association is the Virgin Gorda Charitable Foundation. The proceeds from this event is building a brand new swimming pool facility for kids and future Olympians out of the Virgin Gorda area. More offshore Powerboat television when we return. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Caribbean Offshore Powerboat Championship Series. Roger Piggott along with Jay Harrison. We're covering the Leverick Bay Poker Run, and I'll tell you, 78 boats involved in this event. Everything from million-dollar fishing boats right down to the pocket rockets. The MTI catamarans, cabin cruisers, you see them all here. And a lot of coolers as everybody is just out having a great time. Make a long story short, you visit 5 different checkpoints on this 55-mile course. And at each checkpoint, you're given a playing card. Your best hand when you get back to the prestigious Leverick Bay Resort wins it all. But let's have a look at some of the other stops the Caribbean Offshore Powerboat Series visits along the way. And we have a fantastic event in Trinidad, West Indies, better known as the Carib Great Race. This is the longest open water race on the planet Earth. It is 100 nautical miles of grueling Atlantic Ocean, knock the fillings right out of your teeth, powerboat racing. 40 cameras, 3 helicopters, and a starting line 100 nautical miles away from the finish line. Here's some of the prestigious hardware. And there are my chicks, the Carib girls, as we roll into the press conference at Pier 1. And Colin Murray, the man behind the whole event here, that good-looking guy is me. And the stars are firing off tonight as the beauty pageant, the ICEMAN's pick. You get me all fired up, and we're bringing right back to Leverick Bay Resort as we're coming into the finals here, and the night festivities are about to start, Jason.
Well, Roger, it looks like the race is starting to wrap up. Some of the boats are still making their way into the Leverick Bay Harbor, and that's where every race participant is going to have to present their 5 cards to Nick and Monica Willis, where the logistics nightmare is going to begin.
And there's some of the winning cards. An ace and a king and a couple of ducks. Never enough. You better have enough gas in that pig. That thing's just sucking back the fuel with over 3,000 horsepower at the back door. There's some of my friends out of Puerto Rico and our Donzi, Jim Hayes, and all the boats are starting to come in, and this is really the part of the evening that, you know, all the camaraderie and all the boat owners have their stories and they raft off, and boy, I'll tell you, what a night festivity. Nick and Monica do a great job. They have all the babes on the island doing a fashion show. And this is where a lot of the boats not only are for sale, but are showing off. Look at the blower units on that. You can see that these things are tricked out for performance. Well, let's throw it to the bodacious NATHALIE Hollins. I understand she's brown-nosing it with Sir Richard Branson. NATHALIE, what's going on?
I'm sitting here with the distinguished Sir Richard Branson of Virgin Atlantic Airways, who is, well, right there. He's not only fast in the air, but he's fast on the water with his 500 horsepower Zodiac. And it's my first time to meet Richard. His reputation precedes him. But Richard.
Hello, darling.
What card did you choose today? What's your lucky card?
What card? It's a love card, of course. And of course, it's the best love card you can get. What'd you get?
Well, Lady Luck
Nobody wants me for my card.
Lady Luck has blessed Richard Branson today. He may be the winner of the poker run. Stay tuned for more hot action. Too hot to wear a tank top.
Juan Carly, our Puerto Rican marketing director. Well, all the boats are nearly in now, Jason, so we're going to have the winner's circles moments from now, but stay with us. The British Virgin Islands poker run at Leverick Bay. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Caribbean Offshore Powerboat Championship Series and the Leverick Bay Poker Run. And I'll tell you, the festivities are now underway. Don Q and a lot of the big sponsors out here. First Bank, Coors Light, Red Bull, Yamaha, all the international corporations, but the lovely Natalie Hollins standing side Larissa. I tried to pick this chick up just to get a ride in her boat. Natalie, tell us about it.
Hi, Roger. I'm standing here with Larissa and her close to 3,000 horsepower, 38-foot cigarette at the B.VI Poker Run here at Leverick Bay. Larissa, is it hard to pick up guys in a boat like this? Not at all. See you here at the Poker Run next year.
Well, Larissa, I'll give you my room number later on, but here's some of the steel pan music that is just so peaceful after a hard day on the water, a lot of the cold ones, and you can see the chef's got a 5-star menu all set up here at Leverick Bay, and this is a big part of the festivities, Jason. You can see in the background the card wall where all the playing cards are going up, and this is the logistics nightmare part of the action. What do you think, Jason?
Well, I was over at the bar at Tumbles there, getting a few drinks, scouting out the ladies, talking to some of the race teams, and seeing who thought they won today's race.
Well, this one here, hey, baby, yeah, it's me talking to you, big D over here. Well, we're just standing by, waiting for the fashion show and the award ceremonies, and the chicks are working it up hard out here at Leverick Bay. Don't lose the melons, as the calypso music is so peaceful in the background. You know, this is tropical paradise. I really like this event. You can see that Nick and Monica Willis have the hands up. There's a pair of kings, another pair of kings too high. We're putting up the best cards. The fashion show, always very popular here. The bikini wear, they're in the leisure wear right now. There wasn't much material on the bikinis we saw earlier, so we thought we would show you the leisure wear, and these are some of the hotties here in Leverick Bay, doing a marvelous job, just strutting it all over the beach. And we're just getting ready for our award ceremony now. Monica Willis on your left, Nick on the right. B.VI's Mr. Chester walks home with 7 big ones. Puerto Rico's Ryan Christensen, 4,000. And another B.VI candidate walking home with $2 grand. A job well done. Nearly 20,000 out the door to the winners, and the same amount of money going into the charity for that Olympic pool. And that's what makes this event the success it is. That'll wrap it up here in Leverick Bay. On behalf of myself, Roger Piggott, the Iceman, along with my co-host, Jay Harrison, we thank you for watching. Until we next meet, the throttle's on the right.